Hello guys, Crispy here and welcome back to another video. In this one, my friends, I'm gonna be testing the Asus ROG Strix G17 gaming laptop with an RTX 3070 laptop GPU, a Ryzen 9 5900HX and 16GB of RAM 3200MHz in dual channel in GTA 5. I am using an external monitor, as you can see right here. This laptop doesn't come with a 4K panel, but it's connected through HDMI and we're not bypassing Nvidia Optimus by the use of the HDMI port in this laptop. So the results that we'll see here today are exactly the same as if I was playing on the laptop monitor itself. Over in MSI Afterburner, you can see that we're using the latest Nvidia drivers at the time of recording this video, and the GPU is a little bit overclocked. That's by default if you use turbo mode here in Armory Crate, basically. You just select that and it automatically overclocks the GPU a little bit. Finally, you can check out all of the GPU specs here in Tech PowerUp's GPU Z. It has 8GB of GDDR6, and let's get into the game now, shall we? And let's go over the settings first. I'm starting this off at 1080p resolution, and we're also going to test this at 1440p and 4K, 2x MSAA, using the very high settings. It's not completely maxed out. The grass quality could go higher, but I set it to high because it's just an unusually demanding setting, basically, and it looks great on high anyways. And the post effects is set to normal because, well, it actually introduces motion blur if you set it at a higher setting value. So advanced graphics are all turned off as well. These are more CPU intensive than anything else. Alright, we're getting extremely high FPS. I like it very much. The GPU utilization is not even maxed out. Alright, we're wrecking our car already. As usual. Oh god, okay. Well, there goes our bumper, I guess. Let's go. Let's visit our boy Jack. It is actually performing around the same as I think my Ryzen 7 1700 overclocked. Back in the days, at least, it performed around the same as this, like 100 FPS average or so. Maybe it's a little bit better. So it's not like the best thing in the world, obviously, but at least it is very smooth and playable, right? And again, with Nvidia Optimus disabled, which in this particular laptop is not possible to disable it in the BIOS. You actually got to use the USB-C connector to connect another monitor to it. You should get like 15, 20 more FPS. Like it gets you a 15 to 20% improvement in a CPU-bound title like this one. Possibly even higher than that, honestly. But this is already pretty damn good anyways. In a game like GTA 5, it's not really necessary for you. Oh boy, that was really close. To get 144 FPS all of the time, you know, a high refresh rate experience. Why do people like to die so much here in this game? You know what? Maybe I got a theory. Maybe they've been stuck in GTA 5 for too damn long. They're tired of it. You know, they're really tired of it. Rockstar, come on, where's GTA 6? Anyway, overall, it's a little bit underwhelming, the FPS that you get here, damn it! Good thing is, I actually got the 1440p version of it, so the CPU bottleneck doesn't really bother me too much. Why didn't you get into the car, Michael? What the heck are you doing? No, it's actually getting even lower FPS here during nighttime, and this is not even the online mode of the game, you know? When you're playing online, it gets even more CPU intensive. Maybe we're gonna see like 60 FPS or so. That's interesting. But again, I think you should play at a higher resolution if you have a card like this, 3070 laptop edition. CPU power is at around like 35 watts, which is not a lot, to be honest, guys. This CPU should be running at 45 watts all of the time. I think that's due to the fact that GTA 5 only uses 4 threads. So it can't really utilize the CPU entirely because this is an 8-core, 16-threaded CPU. So sorry, people. I tried to avoid you last time, but then karma hit me and I died. So I think I need to actually kill all of them, right? Or karma not to hit me. I don't know. Anyways, it is definitely more CPU intensive at night, guys. I've seen that testing GPUs, it gets around the same FPS during the nighttime and daytime, but if you're CPU bound, like we are right now, it seems like, yeah, it gets more intensive at night for the CPU. Interesting. Jack, there he is! I'm so sorry! I am so sorry I left you hanging here, friend. Oh, boy. You look lovely, too. I'm really, really sorry, okay? Grassy areas are always more GPU bound, so we're seeing 98% GPU utilization most of the time around here. Bushes are also super intensive. and it's actually dropping a bit there, the GPU usage. But yeah, it is a flawless experience here. I just wish it was actually a bit more of a high refresh rate experience. So now we're at 2560 by 1440, still using the same exact settings. I'm not disabling MSAA yet. Advanced graphics are all turned off as well. Let's start counting our frames, and now we should be much more GPU bound. At least most of the time, maybe not. We're getting very high FPS still around here. And yes, the GPU utilization is finally like at 90+% most of the time, or at least like 85+%. So we're finally fully utilizing the 3070. It's better at higher resolutions than 1080p anyway, so that's fine. Jackie's not here anymore. He went away. He ran away from us as usual. All right. Anyways, let's see it inside of these bushes, because that's, again, very, very intensive. And it doesn't even drop. Even with 2 times MSAA, guys, it does not drop. And finally, I am glad to see 99% utilization there on the GPU side of things. That is great. Alright, so let's get out of here now. Should we load in the other save game so we can compare it a little bit better to 1080p? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. At night it's more CPU bound anyways and gets around 100 FPS most of the time. So now you know. Oh, look at that. Look at that time. That's perfect. Alright, so now instead of getting 70 to 80% GPU usage here, we are finally getting those 99%. So let's go. And it looks really sharp and detailed with 1440p and 2 times MSAA. Remember, MSAA is really intensive in GTA 5 and basically any other game aside from Forza Horizon 5 for some reason. And it is performing incredibly well. It's actually CPU bound again, guys, during daytime. And it's getting around the same FPS as nighttime after all. So around 100 FPS here. That's not bad, but again, I expected 99% usage, and I expected to be fully GPU bound at 1440p with 2 times MSAA. I mean, what the hell? Okay, anyway, it's a laptop. It's a laptop, so we gotta get used to these CPU bottlenecks in laptops sometimes, at least in these older titles that are extremely easy to run on the GPU side of things. If you ran, for example, Call of Duty Warzone, we'd see no CPU bottleneck, as I've shown in the Sunday video of this laptop. Actually, Warzone, oh my gosh, taxes the CPU a lot as well, but it is definitely more GPU intensive than this game. So sorry, people. Are they dead? Yes, I think so. Oh my god, stop. Okay, alright, I don't care anymore. Let's go. Dropping into the 90s and 80s at times. So maybe nighttime is the same. I don't know. I guess it gets slightly lower FPS at night, but it's not really that big of a difference. At least at 1440p. Let's go up here. During the day, 80s. Not bad whatsoever. This is exactly how I'd play this game, by the way. Hello, Jacqueline. How's it going? Are you good? Are you okay? Stop running away from me. Stop doing what Jack does. Actually, I said in the last video that we'd be kind to Jacqueline, and well, we just killed her. I'm so sorry, Jacqueline. I'll be back next time and actually pet you. Okay? Yes, it's gonna be perfect. Hi, Rick. How's it going? Now, 80s. It's the same thing, basically, as we've seen at night. Oh, there's Bob. Bob wasn't here at night. That's right. We gotta kill that bastard. Rex? What are you doing, Rex? Do you actually like Bob? He likes Bob. I am so sorry. No, he was just scared that Bob would eat him or something. So, yeah, if he was a bad boy, obviously. And Rex is always a good boy, so Bob doesn't eat him. But he does eat dogs. We also don't like Bob because he eats dogs. Okay? It's still a flawless experience, you know. As long as the game doesn't stutter and it gets 100 FPS average, it's amazing. An amazing experience for sure. So now let's go up to 4K resolution. If you want to connect your laptop to an external monitor, or maybe to your TV, for example, you might want to play at 4K res. And for 4K, I will actually disable MSAA, but everything else will be left as is. Let's go. Here we go. 3840 by 2160. Same settings. No MSAA this time because you don't really need that at 4K. And as I told you, I'm actually using a 4K monitor here. And everything already looks super sharp. So no need for anti-aliasing, at least in GTA 5 in my opinion. Also, GPU usage is not completely maxed out yet, but now it's probably not a CPU bottleneck because the CPU was good for like 100 FPS or so. So it's something else, maybe the RAM or something, I don't know. It's 3200 megahertz, but the CL, the timings in these laptop RAM modules are actually quite high. But hey, at least here we are seeing 99% usage, and even inside of bushes, it doesn't drop from 60 FPS, so that's the power of these Ampere GPUs. They perform really well at higher resolutions, so the difference between 1080p and 4K with a laptop like this and Optimus enabled is not really that high, you know? If you're not using a high refresh rate monitor especially, you're probably not gonna notice the smoothness difference anyways. All in all, this is extremely good for 4K on a laptop. Oh my god, are you serious? Second time! Second time! It does drop, by the way, when you die, as you can see. If you die in an explosion, it will drop into the 50s. But it's only in the cutscene. Oh, yeah, let's check it out at nighttime, actually. I'm gonna restart the counting system because we got more FPS in the loading screen. And it seems like we're actually getting more FPS now, weirdly. Yeah, it's just because we are now GPU bound, basically, I think. Maybe. There's our friend here with us. I'm not sure who he is, honestly. Is he Bob? Let's see if it's Bob. Maybe it is, guys. Maybe it's Bob because... oh! I think so. Oh, boy. Bob? Are you okay? Yes, he's okay. Let's kill Bob. Goodbye, Bob. Do you not want to take a bath or something? Oh, he's dead now. He died, guys. Oh, what the heck are you doing, lady? Are you blind or something? And you as well. And you as well. Stop bumping into my car. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see if Jack is around here. Again, grassy area, very intensive, bushes and stuff. And it's just... It's a beast, the 3070 laptop, guys. It really is a beast. I don't think Jack is around here. He usually is. Okay, now that we know that it runs extremely well, no matter the resolution here in single player mode, let's try out some multiplayer. Now, FPS online also depend on how many players are in your session and near you and exploding things around you and stuff like that. So it's extremely inconsistent. You might see less FPS in your online session, for example. That's why I usually test single player, because it's more consistent and we can actually gather some consistent averages and 1% lows every time I play it. But well, since this is not a GPU only benchmark like I usually do, I am playing online here today. Okay, well, I think we're gonna die maybe? I don't know. Oh, yes. Okay. There's a player right there, guys. Come on, come on. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. No, that's the police. That's the police. Gotta go. I gotta go. Let's get out of here. Please be faster, Chris. Be faster. Come on. All right, there's another one in front of us. Let's zigzag. No, we died. Oh my god. Are you serious? Of course, in these grassy areas, it's always going to be GPU bound. So no worries there. And also the FPS online depend a lot on how many... This almost never happens, and it has happened 3 times already in this video. What the heck? How does a game that released back in 2013 first, you know, on the PS3 and Xbox 360, how does it look so good in 2022? It's almost been 10 years since this game released. Wow, still amazing, guys. It still looks really nice and clean and sharp. I hope that the next GTA game doesn't have a horrible TAA anti-aliasing, because almost all of the games these days have a horrible anti-aliasing implementation, and they have a lot of noise and stuff, like not GTA, Cyberbug 2077, Battlefield 2042, even Battlefield 5, which came out like 3 or 4 years ago. It has a TAA implementation that looks terrible and you can't disable it, so really hope they allow us to disable it next time. Here we go, this is it, 2x MSA, 2560 by 1440, and let's get the heck out of here now. So already at 99% GPU usage, again, it's grassy areas, so that's normal. Okay, we need a better car actually. This one really sucks, it's too slow, too damn slow. Kind of like my Ford Fiesta from 1993. I actually sold that for $400. The car was less expensive than my GPUs. Alright, this one looks fine. Also, there is no jack in GTA Online. There are actually no animals, from what I understand. So that's a big bummer, actually. And as you can see, we're now seeing a major CPU bottleneck in online compared to single player. We were at around like 100 FPS, 115 on average. And now we are in the 70s and 80s. And this is why GTA Online is a really bad benchmark for GPUs. And this is why I don't usually test it. But again, this is a full system, so it makes sense to test it here. You know what? Let's try to get out of the highway here and move towards that direction. Okay. Oh, why did you drop your stuff? And now he's running away. He just left his stuff there. I don't understand. I don't understand. Anyways, is the guy like camping on top of some building or something? I know some people do that in GTA 5, right? Okay, it's like Call of Duty Warzone all over again. It doesn't really drop from 60 FPS, and it's actually faster than the Ryzen 7 1700 that I was telling you about. Right, let's go down to 1080p next, and it's gonna be the last resolution that I'm testing here today. And at this resolution, we should be seeing exactly the same FPS as 1440p, guys. Yep, as you can see, because we are CPU bound at this point, dropping resolution doesn't really do anything, basically. So GPU usage will always be below 100%, and we gotta get out now through the door and everything. That's nice. And oh, can we get inside of the house? Of course not. I hope in GTA 6 that's actually possible, you know, that would be very interesting. Oh my god, why did you do that? You know, there is so much detail in these streets. Why have I not taken a look at all of this? Shut up, Lester, I don't care about you. I really don't. And also, notice that since it's dawn, basically, it's extremely early in the morning, there are not as many cars driving around. Oh, hello there. As, for example, at night previously, you know. So, interesting details there. I just noticed that I can actually see people in the map. So one of them is indeed camping on the rooftop there. Why did they do that, dude? Is that even fun to stand there the entire match? I don't understand. Yeah, this is probably the worst car to do this with, but I don't care. I just want to jump. There we go. Are we gonna die? Is it gonna explode? No, but that was close. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to some of you. Again, I'm not too impressed with the CPU's performance here, but the fact that it gets 60 plus FPS all of the time in this game is good enough for me, so I'm happy anyways. Just a little bit disappointed. I was expecting better. I'll hopefully catch you guys tomorrow in the Sunday video. It's gonna be fun, so keep tuned in for that. And as always, I love you all. Bye-bye.